Let me tell you something that no one tells ambitious women. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need the 5-year plan. You don't need the perfect strategy. You don't need all the answers before you begin. I know that sounds counterintuitive. The world keeps telling you to be prepared to have a detailed roadmap for success. That pressure often keeps you from starting. So many of us are professional waiters. We wait for the perfect plan to magically appear. We wait for the right moment when the stars align and all the traffic lights are green. We wait until we feel 100% ready, confident, fearless. We have been conditioned to believe that we must see the entire staircase before we dare to take the first step. We think that having a big, detailed, flawless plan will guarantee our success and protect us from failure. But this obsession with perfection often becomes a beautiful, elaborate cage, keeping us stuck for months or even years, paralyzed by the fear of not getting it exactly right. Let's get visual with this. Imagine a brilliant woman who has a fantastic idea for a small online business, maybe selling handmade jewelry or offering a unique coaching service. She spends weeks, then months trying to create the perfect logo. She endlessly researches to find the absolute perfect supplier with the best prices. She tinkers with her website for ages, convinced it has to look completely flawless before a single person sees it. As the months tick by, her initial excitement starts to fade. Her idea begins to grow cold. Her courage wanes and doubt creeps in, whispering that maybe it wasn't such a good idea after all. The truth is, her business didn't need to be perfect on day one. It just needed to start. It needed one brave step. Maybe that step was creating a simple, temporary logo and just getting it out there. Maybe it was ordering a small batch of supplies from a good enough supplier to test the waters. Maybe it was launching a basic, one-page website to see if anyone was interested. Perfection is not the price of entry. Action is. Waiting for everything to be perfect is just a sophisticated form of procrastination. It's fear pretending to be careful. This cycle of waiting isn't just about business. We wait to apply for the dream job until we meet every single qualification on the list, even the optional ones. We wait to learn a new skill, like playing the guitar, speaking a new language, until we have a huge, uninterrupted block of time to dedicate to it. We wait to start a fitness routine until we have the perfect workout clothes and a fancy gym membership. So, what exactly is a brave step? Let's be very clear. It is a small, manageable, concrete action that moves you forward, even just an inch. It is not a massive, life-altering decision that requires weeks of preparation. It is not something that has to be perfect or polished. It is simply an act that is big enough to make a difference, but small enough to actually get done. A brave step could be as simple as sending that one email you've been avoiding. It could be making one social media post about your new project. It could be trying one new recipe if you want to learn to cook healthier meals. Brave steps are beautifully, wonderfully simple. They are designed to be doable. The key to picking your next brave step is to break your big, intimidating goal down into its smallest possible components. Think of it like this. You don't just decide to climb Mount Everest. Your first step is to research a good pair of hiking boots. It's the same with any goal. Be kind to yourself in this process. You do not need to solve the entire puzzle today. Just find one piece. Ask yourself this powerful question. What is one tiny thing I can do in the next 24 hours that will move me closer to my goal? The emphasis here is on tiny and in the next 24 hours. Avoid choosing steps that require extensive preparation. Avoid steps that require someone else's permission. Pick something you can complete on your own. Here are some real-world examples to get your mind working. If your big dream is to write a book, your brave step isn't write the first chapter. It's write one page. It's even just write for 10 minutes. If you want to get fit, your step isn't run a marathon. It's put on your sneakers. It's walk for 10 minutes. If you're looking for a new job, your step isn't find my dream career. It's update one section of my resume. It's send one connection request on LinkedIn. If you want to grow your personal brand, your step is to post one picture or share one thought that feels authentic to you. The magic of this approach is that it makes action almost irresistible. When a step is small and specific, your brain doesn't put up as much resistance. You can use a timer to make it even less intimidating. Set it for just 5 minutes and go. Tell a supportive friend that you're going to do it to create a little positive accountability. These small wins matter more than you can imagine. They are the building blocks of momentum. Let's talk about why these tiny steps are so incredibly powerful. It's not just about getting one thing done. Taking a small, brave step initiates a profound psychological shift. First and foremost, you start to build trust with yourself. Every time you tell yourself you're going to do something small, and then you actually do it, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. You are sending a clear message to your subconscious mind that you are reliable, that you keep your promises to yourself. Day by day, as these small wins accumulate, your self-confidence grows from a fragile seedling into a strong, resilient tree. Secondly, small steps build momentum. Think of a heavy train. Getting it to move from a complete standstill requires a massive amount of energy. But once it's rolling, even just a little, it takes far less effort to keep it going and to speed it up. Your goals work the exact same way. That first step is often the hardest because you are overcoming inertia, doubt, fear. But once you take it, the second step becomes easier. The third is even easier than that. Soon, you're not just taking one step a day, you're taking several, and you're moving with a sense of flow and purpose. Furthermore, small steps open doors you could never have anticipated. You cannot see the entire path from the beginning because the path reveals itself as you walk it. Sending one email might lead to an unexpected collaboration. Posting one photo of your art might catch the eye of a gallery owner or your first customer. Saying yes to one coffee meeting could introduce you to your next mentor or business partner. You can't plan for these moments of serendipity. You can only create the conditions for them to happen by putting yourself in motion. A single, brave choice can change the course of your week, month, entire life. Let's use a vivid example. Picture a woman named Maya who has been dreaming of moving to a new city for years. The thought is completely overwhelming. She worries about finding a job, a place to live, making new friends, the financial strain. She can't see the full plan, so she stays put. But one day, she decides to take one brave step. She doesn't pack her bags. She simply books a cheap, round-trip plane ticket for a weekend visit. One brave step is a powerful catalyst. There's no doubt about it. But the most profound and lasting transformation comes from stringing those small steps together, day after day, until they become automatic. This is the magic of habits. Daily actions are the architects of your future, no matter how small they seem in the moment. A habit might feel insignificant on any given Tuesday, a tiny drop in a vast ocean. But over the course of weeks, months, and years, those drops accumulate to create a tidal wave of change. This is the compounding effect in action, the most reliable force for growth in your life. Think about the simple act of saving money. If you save a small amount each week, the cost of a few fancy coffees, it can feel like no progress. The balance grows so slowly at first, but after a year, you're surprised by a meaningful sum. After 5 years, it could be life-changing. It didn't happen in one windfall. It happened through small, consistent, disciplined action. The same principle applies across life, health, skills, relationships. Let's get practical with a simple plan to make these small steps stick. First, choose one action and make it ridiculously small. For example, instead of meditating 20 minutes, start with 1 minute. Second, link the new action to an existing habit. This is habit stacking. Example, after I pour my morning coffee, I will write one sentence in my journal. The coffee is the cue that triggers the new behavior. Third, track your progress. Use a calendar or notebook and put a big X on days you complete the action. That visual streak is incredibly motivating. Finally, celebrate your small wins. It doesn't have to be grand. Give yourself a mental high five. Do a little happy dance. Or simply say, "Good job," out loud, That positive reinforcement links the habit to pleasure and makes repetition more likely. Now, let's have an honest chat about the big elephant in the room, fear. The moment you decide to take a brave step, especially if it's something new and outside your comfort zone, fear will show up. It's an uninvited guest that arrives with a suitcase full of doubts and worst-case scenarios. Fear will whisper in your ear that your action isn't good enough, that you're not ready, that people will judge you, or that you're going to fail. It will tell you to wait, to gather more information, to prepare just a little bit more. Its primary job is to keep you safe, and to your ancient survival brain, safe means staying exactly where you are. The first step in dealing with fear is not to fight it or pretend it isn't there. It's to acknowledge it. Notice the feeling rising in your chest, or the anxious thoughts circling in your mind. Give it a name. You can even say to yourself, there's that old friend, fear, showing up right on cue. By naming it and observing it with a bit of distance, You take away some of its power. You realize that it is just a feeling, a physiological response, not a command. You can feel the fear and still choose to act. You are the one in the driver's seat, not your emotions. Once you've acknowledged the fear, the most effective way to diminish its power is to take the step anyway. Fear often lives in the space of anticipation. It's loudest right before you act. Think about jumping into a cold pool. The moments spent standing on the edge, thinking about how cold the water will be, are often worse than the shock of actually jumping in. Once you're in, your body adjusts. Action is the antidote to anxiety. The first step is almost always the hardest. The second step is noticeably easier, because you've already proven to yourself that you can survive the initial discomfort. Let's look at another example to make this crystal clear. Imagine a woman named Lena, who is a talented painter, but is terrified of criticism. She dreams of sharing her art, but the fear of what people will say keeps her canvases hidden in her studio. As she's about to hit share, her heart pounds and her mind screams, "Don't do it!" She acknowledges the fear, takes a deep breath, and presses the button anyway. A few friends like it. One person leaves a kind comment. Someone even asks if it's for sale. That small dose of positive feedback gives her the courage to post another. Over time, her confidence grows. Her art finds an audience, and it eventually becomes her full-time job. It all began with one brave step, taken in the face of fear. A huge part of taking consistent, brave action is learning to let go of the toxic myth of perfection. Perfectionism is a lie. It's a glittering, unattainable standard that keeps you perpetually waiting, revising, second-guessing. It makes good, solid work feel like it's not enough. It convinces you that you must present a flawless, finished product to the world, or else you risk total failure and humiliation. They started with a version 1. They started with good enough. Instead of aiming for perfection, shift your focus to a much more powerful and achievable goal. Progress. Progress, not perfection, should be your mantra. Progress is messy, iterative, and beautiful. It's about showing up and doing the work, even when it's imperfect. It's about sharing your work in progress, launching the beta version, testing your ideas out in the real world. Because that's where the real learning happens. You can't learn what your customers want from the safety of your office. You can't learn how to be a better writer without letting someone read your messy first draft. You have to get feedback from the real world. You can't get feedback on an idea that only exists in your head. This mindset shift changes everything. Instead of spending 6 months building the perfect product, spend 1 month building a minimum viable product and get it into people's hands. You listen to their feedback. You learn what they love and what they don't. You fix what matters most. Build, measure, learn. That's how innovation happens. It's faster, smarter, and far less stressful than trying to guess what a perfect outcome looks like. Embrace the motto, done is better than perfect. Your imperfect completed project will always be more valuable than your perfect unfinished one. Use simple, accessible tools. You don't need fancy software or expensive gear. A simple notebook, a pen, a calendar on your wall, the alarm on your phone, and a trusted friend who can cheer you on and hold you accountable. Keep it simple. The goal is not to build a complex system for taking action. The goal is to take the action. Focus on small, steady, imperfect progress, and you will be amazed at how far you can go. Your next step can be as simple as writing one sentence. We're with you, one brave step at a time. Sparkle anyway. Before we wrap up, I want to give you a quick, powerful practice that you can try right now to internalize this message. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes, or just find a soft, gentle gaze. Take a moment to think about one goal dream project that truly matters to you. It might be something big or something small. Bring it to the front of your mind. Now, with that goal in mind, ask yourself that simple question. What is one tiny brave step I can take in the next 24 hours to move toward it? Let an answer surface. Make it simple. Make it doable. Don't overthink it. Once you have that small step in your mind, write it down on a piece of paper or type it into your phone. Writing it down makes it more concrete and real. You could even say it out loud to yourself. Giving voice to your intention adds another layer of commitment. Promise yourself that you will take this one small action, sometime in the next 24 hours. Feel the sense of empowerment that comes from making this small, definitive choice. You are in control. To anchor this feeling of courage and forward momentum, let's do a short affirmation together. You can repeat these words after me, in your mind or out loud. Let the words sink in and feel their truth resonate within you. Let's begin. Repeat after me. I do not need the whole plan. I choose my next brave step. Small, consistent actions change my life. I am moving forward, today. Let's say those lines once more, this time with even more feeling and conviction. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, say them with strength. Feel the calm confidence and the quiet strength in your own voice. You have everything you need to take this next step. You are capable. You are resourceful. You are brave. Carry this feeling with you throughout the rest of your day. We're cheering for your next brave step. And we'll keep it fun along the way. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today and for being open to this conversation about courage and action. I truly hope this message has resonated with you and has made your big, ambitious goals feel a little more manageable and a lot more exciting. Remember, this journey is not about giant, stressful leaps. It's about the simple, beautiful power of taking one small, brave step at a time. You have this. You can do this. The most important thing is simply to begin, and you can begin today. If you found this message helpful and encouraging, it would mean the world to me if you would like this video, share it with another ambitious woman who might need to hear it, and subscribe to our channel. Your support is what allows us to continue creating content that uplifts you, empowers you, supports you on your journey of growth. Every like and share helps our community grow, bringing more women into this positive and supportive space where we can all cheer each other on as we take our next brave steps together. Also, for a little extra fun and daily motivation, I invite you to check out our online store at www.1012expressions.com. We've designed a collection of fun, stylish, and supportive merchandise, cozy sweatshirts and other apparel, cool coffee mugs, journals and notebooks, phone cases, bags, wall art, etc. Our products are meant to inspire, encourage, and empower, while adding a bit of style to your day. Remember the most important takeaway from our time together today. You do not need the whole plan. You don't need to see the entire path laid out before you. All you need is the courage to identify and take your next brave step. So what will it be? Don't wait for the perfect moment. The moment is now. Take that step today and watch as your world begins to shift in the most wonderful ways. You don't need the whole plan, just your next brave step. Start small, start now. I'll see you on Wednesday. One small, brave step at a time. That's how everything changes. Like, share, and subscribe so we can keep creating content that lifts you higher. For more on self-expression, personal growth, empowerment, positivity, and finances, visit our channel and spend some time with us, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.